This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
A death.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
The end is never the end is never the end. Alright, so we're starting from the start. So yes, it looked like that was a death. We got our first death, and yes, a death is not considered a good ending. Oh, so... Well, the character did die, right? It sounds like regardless of what ending you get, you're just going to end up back here, because it said the end is never the end is never the end. It was a good ending for Mariella, that's true. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I can't be in a position to... I mean, we were Stanley and we died and the game restarted, so typically that does mean a death. Oh, there is a credits ending, okay. I just want to make sure that's not considered a good ending. Yeah. I know that, like, you know, generally with the cheekiness of this game, that wouldn't be a...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, well, Squeaky, no spoilers, please.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just want all we want is to indicate whether it's a good end or a bad end, to the extent that can be applied. That concept can be applied to this game. Yeah, right, but a bad ending, right? So. All right, so we know left goes to the conference room, right? Is this the one that went to the...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You doubt I'd find it? Oh, I could very well find it. Please, again, that's the definition of a spoiler. Please.
Wow.
You don't know what
yes,
the playthrough will take us.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
All right, so we could do the...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So I do want to see what's down here. Last time we took that elevator down to the parking garage. Let's see what's down here. This could be similar. Or different. We don't know. Hey, Zero.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Indeed, left. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Yes.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Which way? That way. I'm gonna get run over by this truck. Yeah, you can't really interact with much, alright. So let's go down here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley,
no.
close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Fire?
I'm kidding. It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Yeah. A forced to restart. So that's interesting. The character didn't die, but we were forced to restart. But it's not a good ending, so I think that, by my definition, that would also count as a death. Because we're forced to restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come,
Ooh.
Stanley. Let's find the story.
So that may not have been a restart, actually. Doesn't look like it was. So, back down. I don't think that was a death then. Letting us do our own exploring to find a story. Oh man, look at these maze of corridors. Oh man.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Oh,
Why
boy.
not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So is this actually a real restart? Nope, no doors. No.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Possibly.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Thank you.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sounds...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Boo.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh my gosh. So we don't even know. Oh, no, it's definitely different. The Stanley
All
Parable
right,
Adventure
I've got
Line.
a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Nice.
How simple is that?
So we could or couldn't, but let's see where this goes. 4B5 tickling my fancy here with this line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
And beyond.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Yes.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Hey, welcome, Moosler.
Where I was going with all
or no,
that.
Moosler, excuse me.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ooh, 006. Ooh, the lights. Annual reviews, monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, financial records, departmental accounts, personnel files, budget analysis.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Sorry.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Indeed not. It's a very nice fern. Arguably multiple ferns.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do
TM.
know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Ooh, now we've reached a junction of the line. Actually, where does this one go? Around here. No, not back here. This isn't going to work out for us. All right, let's see where the other one goes first. Probably the same place I would warrant. Oh no, yeah, that leads back to where we started. Oh no. Okay, so we do have to go into that room. Probably. Or wait a minute, could we go... What's over here? What's this way? Anywhere we can go?
Still missing the doors.
No.
Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Sorry. All right, so we got to go in that room again.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart. But we still get the adventure line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent
Fair
people,
point.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction might that be? Only so many directions to go. Oh, you opened this door, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Glad to hear that.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
We should be, doesn't mean we will be. That'd be awesome if you could go into the ceiling, the ventilation ducts and everything.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
So that's conflating the definition, or the two different definitions of right. Right as opposed to wrong, and also right as opposed to left. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Oh.
You're telling me that's what this is?
The
It's all
Fletcher.
one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Great, so we got to go 4 more restarts until we can actually get the end, the actual confusion ending. And now he's going to forget that we
All of his
restart.
co-workers were gone.
Oh boy.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I hope so. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergy guy. Who moved my desk? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Standardized graphs. 40 times wide. Please keep the targets on the topic of something. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right? Next day's agendas. Reflect. Nice. All right. Ouch. Can we go in the broom closet again? Yes. You're gonna upset with me?
Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, I will. I will. I just want to hear him get upset. The broom. Oh, he's not gonna say anything? Boo. Ooh, I see.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office. I remember we never went left. Let's see what's to the left here. Ooh, the executive bathroom. Aw, we can't open it. Wait, did it just open? Oh, it did. Nice. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Stream bathrooms. Aw, mirror doesn't work. Do these doors open? They do. Ah, an elevator. Going up, apparently. Ah, the elevator music. Stanley. We ended it right back where we were. Nice. No way to hit down, huh?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terror. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Take a load off on the couch. Wow, look at these high ceilings, my goodness.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Back here. This is one where we die. Or no, actually no, we didn't see... This is where we tried to restore, right? So we never did see the end of this. If we even had a fresh restart. I think it was just the one that he forgot, right?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so we saw what happened with escape, so let's do mind control. Silly. Oh, can I? Can I fall through here? No. Yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
He did not. So that's for the cameras. Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
The elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Quite possibly.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Not a terrible idea, perhaps. Whoa, what's going on down here? Just circling lights, huh? Pushing these buttons isn't doing it. Alright. So here's the facility power. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Oh, 5. Where's the 8 button, though? Did that do anything? It did not. Do we have any way to get up there? I don't think so. 0142 001. System power.
When at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Wasn't the power already on?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Maybe.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Incorrect.
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Fails.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
300 Pascal.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Good, I hope to see it.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
The end is never the end is never the end. So it's always hard to tell whether it's a fresh restart or new restart, but I'm guessing it's a death. He said we would die, and then supposedly we did.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
We got the unachievable.
He had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his risk? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Do we get another? So we're still in probably that 8 restart cycle, right? I imagine. Anyway, we got to give out to Cedric for getting that achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why does it sound like there's a fire or something? Yeah, weren't you guys saying earlier that you
Stanley came
have
to
to
a
hack
set
it to
of
get
2
there?
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah, sure, Kitty. Yeah. I don't think it was a death because
This
it's
was
continuing
not the
on a
correct way to the
predetermined
meeting room, and
path.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did we ever see what was here? We've never been to this area now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, okay, so we didn't see the confusion ending until the end. Oh, so the death count should be 4. Yeah, I would say like any ending that we hit, and I'm sure someone somewhere has compiled a list of all of the possible endings. Anyone that we've hit until we get a good ending should count as a death, I would think. So I don't know if that is 4. I like this drafting room. Caution: do not do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, it's 4. Thank you. So we got the one where we like ended up dead on the sidewalk. We got the I guess the confusion ending where he didn't go along. We like blew up. Is that one of them? And then shutting ourselves in the office. Oh, is that because I didn't leave fast enough or something? Can I fall off this? Yes.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Nice.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, thank you. Thank you, narrator. Awesome.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
They boarded up the broom closet so I can't go back in. Oh, that's a good one. The number, nah. You can after we get our first good ending, then you can tell me, and maybe we can try to get some others.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm trying to remember what was downstairs again. Yeah. All right. I think we did go downstairs, but now I'm losing track of all the paths. Hey, Dark. Oh, Dark, thank you for the gift sub to Chaos.com. Thank you, Dark. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Rufus Ruffians, Chaos. So we already saw the bathroom. We went into the elevator, which didn't go anywhere.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I wonder if I could have fallen, if I had been... Okay, next time we should be faster and see if we can fall into that little pit there. Right, there's no way... Wait, is there a way to go here? No, there's nothing here. Wait, is this going somewhere? No. It's so dark, can't even tell. Where am I? Okay, there we go. More like virtue less
Stanley
punishment.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Bum, bum.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
Okay, so this
hold?
leads back to that area
Thought
with
to
buttons.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Question is whether we can find something with a button 8. Oh, can we also go? Is going back still an option? No. All right. So we could just do this playthrough following exactly everything he says. Oh, and we can also try turning it off. I mean, maybe we should just do that. Do a playthrough with it, following everything exactly
Now
as he
the monitors jumped
instructs.
to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yep, just the link Zen threw in there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The world.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Let's see if we can find
Controls
button.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No, it was not.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I'm shackled to your command.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Perhaps.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Which door? I don't see a door. Is a door made out of wood?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Happiness is good. Oh, achievement locked. We beat the game. All right, we did win. Okay, apparently that was the a good ending. I don't know if whether it was the best ending. But yes, after 1 hour and 7 minutes, Stanley Parable has been told and parabled and so on and so forth. So following the narrator's directions gets you the ending, or gets you a good ending, I should say.
You're so good at this.
Very nice. So I guess from now it's just all about, can we get... There are 19 endings in total, okay. So I guess we've seen 6 of them. Is this the only good ending, or is it... Don't tell me what the other endings are or how to get them, but I'm curious, are there multiple good endings? Is this the best ending? Oh, there's still a credits ending. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll definitely continue, and we can continue to try to find other ones. But it looks like we have 6 of the 19, so that's cool. All right. Very nice. Very nice.